Hello children, welcome back to the class of computer for class 5 students. We are doing chapter number 3, advanced features of word processor 1. This is the second part of the chapter I'm taking children. In the previous part we have discussed about format painter, subscript, superscript, then header and footer, then shadow effect command. Alright, then columns command, column break, page break and line break. Now we will continue with this chapter with settings margin. Okay, now here children, just see underline as I have done, as you can see on the screen, so that you have a good understanding of the chapter, and do read the side facts also given here, and it is very good for you for understanding computers. Right, now first of all, what is margin? Margin refers to children the amount of space between the edge of the page and the document text. What do you mean by the edge of the page? Now in your copy where you're writing children, you must be seeing a left margin from where you start writing the question and answers, and there's a top margin where you write the date. Okay, so it's mentioned here. So that margin is the distance from the edge of the page and from where you start writing the text. That amount of space is called margin. Right children, so there are 4 margins in document which you prepare in MS Word, that is top, bottom, left and right, and default margin which is set it as at 1 inch from all the 4 sides. Right, okay, you can set the margin using rulers also children. You can see here there is a ruler. There are 2 types of rulers in MS Word, that is a vertical ruler which stands straight, and there's a horizontal ruler which is lying down on the document area. Okay, now here you can see there is a left margin indicator. Okay, you can see a left margin indicator, and here you can see a right margin indicator. Now when you put your pointer on this, your pointer changes into a double-headed arrow as mentioned here. You can see here. Okay, and then you can drag it to increase or decrease the margin boundary. Okay, this the same you can do with the top and bottom margin also. Right children, now moving ahead with this topic, you can also set the margin with the help of children layout tab. You know, there is tabs, home tab, insert tab. Near that you have a page layout tab where there is a margin command. You can click the margin command, the following list will open in front of you. By default the normal is selected for you. You can choose any margin of your choice, or you can do custom margin, and you can set the margins. You can type how much margin you want on the left, right or top and bottom. Okay, so here top, bottom, left and right, whatever I've circled, just focus on that, and you can change with the help of the spin boxes with the arrows given, up and down arrow. You can increase and decrease. You can preview also children, and then you can apply to the whole document, or you can apply to the particular part of the document also, and then you have to click OK for applying the formatting. Right, moving ahead, that is page orientation. Now what is page orientation? This is the property which sets the printing direction of the text. Now whatever you are making the text or document children, you need to print it out. Now here sometimes you have seen the printing papers, no, they are rectangular shape like this. That is a portrait shape. Always we are taking out the print out in portrait, which is by default set for us. But if you want it horizontally like this, okay, just like a landscape, then you can do it over here children. You can choose this landscape also for printing out the document. Right, now there's a very simple procedure here. In the layout tab you have an orientation button is there. You can click this, 2 options will come. You can change it to landscape here, click landscape, and then you can see the changes. Right, now paper size. Now paper size, you can work with different paper sizes in MS Word children, but that depends upon the printer which is attached to your computer. Right, it can be of letter size, it can be of A4 size, A5 size, different sizes of papers. Now whichever goes in your whichever is supported by your printer, that size you can choose from this with the help of this size command children. Now I'll show you here So size command is again in the layout tab near the orientation. You can see the size command. When you click this, the following list will open. You can select any, or you can choose more size, paper size, and then the following window will open. Here you can set here letter is selected under page size. You can change to A4, A5 like that. You can preview how your document is looking. Then you can apply to the whole document, and then you can click OK to set the paper size. Now next is working with tabs, children. Now tabs, you know, there is a tab key in your keyboard of your computer keyboard. There is a tab key. With the help of that you can jump the cursor to certain distance on the document. Okay, usually when we click space, you just move one space ahead, and with this you can jump to places on the document. That is, usually the tabs are of 0.5 inch. There is a tab stop of 0.5 inch. Okay, but you can change the tab stops according to your requirement also. This is the best way to indent the text. What do you mean by indent the text? That is, indentation is move space between the page margin and your text. That means from the margin you can move the text away also, and you can bring the text closer also. That is called indentation. Right, children? So now tab stops can be set according to your choice also through the following ways. Okay, now I'll just show you the way here. There is a paragraph group in layout tab, children. There's a paragraph group, and then you can see on the side there's a launcher button. When you click this, following window will open in front of you. Now indent and spacing tab is selected. Under this you can see in the left corner this blue button with red highlighting. This tabs you click. As soon as you click this tab, the following window will open, and here in the tab stop position you can change. By default it is 0.5. now you can change it to 1.25. it's written there. You can change it to 2, 3 as per your requirement, and then click OK. Okay, so there are various ways of setting these tabs. Okay, now here leaders. What is this leader lines? Now as you're setting the tabs, children, between two tab stops, the dotted lines which appear is called leaders line. Right, you can also set the tab stops by using the tab selector here. This is the tab selector, L-shaped tab selector, which is on the left of the horizontal ruler and top of the vertical ruler. By this also you can do the setting of the tab stop. You can click it and then click it on the ruler, and you can fix the tab stops on the ruler. Okay, now the last topic of your chapter is indenting the text. That is the same thing which we were doing with the tabs. We were also doing this indenting of the text, but we can do the indentation of the text with the help of the commands also. That is increase indent command and decrease indent command, which are present. These commands are present in the home tab, children, in the paragraph group. Let me show you here. This is the paragraph group here. This written here, paragraph group. This is home tab selected, and here where I am pointing here, this is decrease indent and this is increase indent command. Alright, children, with the help of this you can increase. Before doing any kind of setting, children, you have to select the text. Okay, with the help of this, first one is showing increase indent, that is moving the text half 0.5 inch away from the margin. Every click on the command will move the text 0.5 inch away from the margin. Okay, decrease indent, that is your decreasing the distance between the margin and the text. Okay, this can also be done with the help of this feature, this figure which you can see on the screen, which is in the red box here. This is called this figure. This is an indicator which is showing you the margin boundary. Okay, now here you can change it also. Okay, I have just labeled it, children. This is a kind of indicator which is having three parts. First of all, you have to select the paragraph. Now the top part is called first line indent. If you will click this part of this indicator, then only the first line of the paragraph will shift towards the right side. And if you click the second part of the this indicator, then except the first line, the remaining lines will shift to the right side. Okay, and now if you shift the lower part of this indicator, then the whole paragraph will shift towards the right side. Even we have right indicator also here. I'll just show you, children, here. There's a right indent also is there. I'll just move it. You can see here on the screen, I'm just tapping on the screen. This is right indent, which you can use to move the text towards the right side, and with the left indent you can move the text towards the left side. So these are the ways of indenting the text. That means creating space between the margin and the document text. Okay, so that was it for the chapter. Children, do prepare it well, learn the question answers and the back exercise thoroughly. Nothing from the chapter will be asked, only the back exercise and the question answers will be asked in the examination, right? So prepare well. All the best.